everyone, welcome to iPro Games. This is Ibtasam Ahmed. Today we are teaching you the basics of Blender. By the end of this video, you will be familiar with how to make a model. You will be able to navigate around Blender. You will be able to make a model a house for yourself. In later videos, we will cover up shading, rendering, and all that. Here we have so first off, when you start off with Blender, you might be served with a screen where you create your file. So after that, you are served with a default cube. So how you navigate in Blender is basically you use the middle mouse button to navigate around. You hold it and you revolve around the object. You do shift plus middle click to pan around, and alt plus left click to revolve around. There's another way to revolve around apart from the middle click. Okay, so first of all, it might be tempting seeing all these objects, all these options, but and you might be wondering how you'll master all these. The thing is, you don't have to. Uh, uh, Only 20% of the features will be used 80% of times. So starting off, you have the default cube. You know how to navigate around. Here we use in Blender we have hotkeys to perform certain functions. Like in PowerPoint, Excel, you use Control plus something shortcuts. Here in Blender we do hotkeys. So suppose we want to grab the object, we press G, select it and press G, and you can move it around. Similarly, to scale, press S and scale S and move your mouse around to scale. Similarly, and press R and you can rotate. Now suppose you want to do so only on one axis. For example, I want to scale this cube on the S axis, Y axis I mean. So I select the cube, press S and then press Y, and I can move the mouse to scale it on the Y axis. Similarly, if I press S and X, you can scale it on the X axis. Same applies for rotation. For example, RY to rotate on the Y axis, and G, Z to grab it and move it on the Z axis. Okay, so we don't need this now. We delete it. To delete an object, you just simply press X, deleted. To add a new object, Shift A. You're served with so many options. Here go to mesh and select whichever object you want. Here you can also add text and armature for rigging your, if you make a character, you can make bones and animate it with the help of these bones. You can add images, lights, camera, speaker. Force field is basically a force that will be applied. For example, you want to simulate wind or something like that, you can add a force field. Okay, so now here we want the cube. Okay. Press dot to focus on the cube. Pressing dot will focus on the cube. Now you want to go to edit mode. To go to edit mode, you simply go to edit mode like that. Um, Edit mode is basically where you manipulate each and every vertex, edge or face of your object. For example, if I just want to manipulate this single vertex, then I select it and press G to grab it. Similarly, if I go and select edge select, then I can manipulate these edges. Suppose you want to select more than one edges, then what do? Simply select one edge, then press shift and then click on another edge which you want to select. That way you can select as many edges you want, and there, voila, we have a face selected. Another way to select a face is go to face select simply. Here you can select the face. So you can see to switch between this face select, edge select and vertex select. Simply you can for faster workflow you can use numbers 1 for vertex, 2 for edge select and 3 for face select. Okay, so we have our cube, and now how are we gonna turn this into a house? Oops, mind my accent. Okay, so we do control plus R to make a loop cut. Here it cuts the cube into half. We have our now if you want to select for a faster workflow, if you want to select all these lines at once, we simply do double click here, and voila. And then we don't want that right now. Now we want E to extrude on the Z axis straight. So we press Z. Okay. Now we want this a face between these two edges. Select this face, select another, press F to fill, and there you go. Have a face between those two edges. The same is done here. Okay, looks fairly like a house. Now go to face select with number 3, E, E to extrude. I'll extrude it by 0.2. To extrude it by 0.2 only, you just press 0. You type 0.2 on your keyboard after pressing E to extrude E, and then 0.2, and you can see it extruded. Similarly on the other end, E 0.2. Oh, I think I should do minus 0.2 then. E minus 0.2. Yeah, good. Now we want to fill this hollow thing here. Simply select this triangle and F to fill. Press F to fill. F to fill. So the same thing over here. Now we have some unnecessary lines here. What you want to do is select this and right click and dissolve edge. Oops, sorry, I think it's not working. Oh, I see. Just delete the edge and fill it. F to fill. Similarly, we want to delete these two faces. X faces. Selected. We don't want this wedge here, so we fill up this area as well with F. Same goes for here. There you go. um I think we need a overhang here, so again we'll select these three faces. E to extrude by 0.3, I think, minus 0.3, sorry. Yeah, and here 0.3. E 0.3. Alright, we have a nice overhang here. We might want to make a little extension popping out from here, so we do Control plus R again to make a loop cut. Sorry. Yeah, made two loop cuts, and we have a separated face here. We select that face, E to extrude, and we just select this edge to go to edge select. Again, I am reminding you, you press 2 to go to edge select. Select this edge, G to grab, Z on the to grab it on the Z axis, lower it down a bit. Then again go to face select with number 3, E to extrude. Okay, so I think you might have noticed we have a little gap here. It's simple to fix, just select it and E to extrude. There you go. We don't have it any longer. I think we need a overhang here as well, so E to extrude a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So it's already looking like a house fairly. Now we wanna add a ground, like the house is flying. We wanna add a ground, so we add a plane. Oops, I added it in edit mode. So if you add a new mesh in edit mode itself, it will be just a part of your object. By the way, this is a hierarchy where the objects in your scene appear. Okay, so again we switch to object mode by pressing tab and shift A to add a plane. We have a plane, S to scale, and G, Z to lower it down a bit. I think it's mode a bit. Yeah, good. So we have a house resting on a ground. We might want to add some bumps. So we go, first we need to subdivide. We add go to this panel icon and add a modifier. Go to subdivision surface, click simple, viewport 5 I think enough, apply. Now what it did was it subdivided your plane into these so many square shapes. So now we can go to sculpting, and now we can start making some bumps, hills around our house. Oh, turns out X mirror is on. To turn it off, you simply uncheck. Let's make a little hill here. Seems quite good. You do Control plus Z to undo here, and Control plus Shift plus Z to redo. In other software, it might be Control plus Y. Here we have Control plus Shift plus Z to redo. Okay, so I think the hill is fairly good. We might even want to make a path, so we do negative and make a path. I think this is the front of the house. uh, we make a path like thing here. It might not be the best path, but we tried. I think we need to lower it down a bit. To lower G and Z and just move it around. You might be seeing there are these square thingies. We don't want it to be square. We want it to be smooth. So what you do, select the plane, right click, shade smooth, and there you go, it's smooth. Now we want to add a tree. Uh, One way to make a tree is you summon a cube, S to scale, dot to focus, then go to edit mode, face select by pressing 3, E to extrude, G to grab, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale, G to grab, same. We may branch it by pressing Ctrl plus R on the vertical. Now we may select this single one, E, G, S. Similarly, E, G, S. This is one way you can make a tree, but it is kind of hectic, so we delete this. Just go to hierarchy, select the cube which you just added, and delete. Another way is you go to edit, preferences, let it load, add-ons, and select check add curve sapling trees. And what it does is basically you get pre-made trees. So you do shift plus A in object mode, you go curve and go to sapling tree, and you have a tree. Now it doesn't have leaves right now, but we can have it again. Oops, sorry. You are not supposed to click any other buttons when you add the tree. First, if you want to add leaves, then just there will be an option. Wait, I'm showing you. Curve, sapling region. Okay, sapling add tree. Here, this option appears. This will disappear once you click elsewhere. So be careful. Now we want to add some leaves. So instead of geometry, select leaves and show leaves. There you have it. Now let's just move our tree, select it from the hierarchy, and G to grab and move it elsewhere. Seems kind of good. I want it in a little bit in front of the house. So by the way, if you want to go to front view, you simply press on the Y, or it might depend on X or Z depending on your model. In my model, Y is the front. So basically, this is the orthographic view. What orthographic view is, it shows your model without any perspective. So it comes handy when it comes to architecture and all that stuff. But here it kind of looks odd, so I might switch to perspective. Okay, so if you go to Y, this is front orthographic. I might press G and move it somewhere here. It is overlapping, so I will do, oops, I will do X, G, move it a little bit. front. Looks good. So I think we are done. In the next episode, we'll teach you how to add grass. It is actually a new series that we are starting. By the end of it, you'll be familiar with things like modifiers, lighting, rendering, many other things. So stay tuned. So till now we have made a simple house and a tree with on some biome. But stay tuned, more content coming ahead on Blender. We'll on the next episode we'll shade it, we'll give it some colors, give it some textures. Uh, okay, this has been Niptasam. You've been you. Signing off. Peace out. Thank you.